Hey everyone, AstroNerdBoy here. It is time for episode 11 of our Mad Max series. And unfortunately though, we've lost our good gaming monitors, so we're having to play on the backup on the secondary monitor. Yeah, $450 monitor lasted 2 1/3 years. Meanwhile, the backup monitor is at least 6 years old. And my one vertical monitor is 10 years old at least. Ah, man. But anyway, can't buy a new one now. I'm weeks from moving, so no point in getting a new one until I get moved out and get into my new place. So let us see where we are at in terms of the game. So I know we had cleared everything. Alright, so we're getting a restock here. And zoom out and zoom back in. So we got the main story. Okay, so I guess we did all the side missions. Let's just see just to make sure. Well, no, there's this one where there's smoke. Oh, okay, that's the one I want to do before the main story. I want to do that one. Oh, that's right. We went all the way back down to, way down south where bananas grow. It's been quite a while since we were down here below the ocean.
Say, if you're looking to gain...
Yeah, you always want me to go to Crodazzle, and I'd never want to go to Crodazzle because, well, just never going to want to go. All right, so... Actually... Let's make sure. No, the underbelly was up here. All right, there's the underbelly. Okay. But in terms of this, let's go here. Fast travel. Don't really feel like dealing with a bunch of fools in their vehicles. Chumster once complained about me getting in on the left side. Like, well. Sorry, Chumster, but, you know, I'm American. Once we get in on the left side. Yep, I always love this. I just don't like playing games on console. I mean, not console, but, well, I already know the console. Except for an Atari 2600. Does that count?
Watch out! We're in his line of fire!
There's no point in taking them out again because, quite frankly, they're just respawn. I don't know if that's a bug in the game or not. But, yeah, even if I'd have killed them, they would have respawned immediately, so. Anyway, I have no idea what I was talking about. Doesn't really matter. This was not where I wanted it to be. That takes me to the main quest. That is outside, so... Oh, you know what? I think there's a, Well, no, I was wrong. Okay. Now that says... That indicates it's like inside. But when you're inside, it points back to outside. Unless, well, let's do some exploring. Nothing in here we can loot. Aha. Okay. The Underbelly. The Underbelly is a massive underground ghetto of Gastown. Deep under the refinery, in the old tunnels and maintenance areas, Gastown Smellies all dwell in relative shelter from storms and war parties. Nice. So this is a lootable deal. 2 history relics and 11 scrap. Yeah, there's one thing about it. This monitor, the refresh rate is, you know, is just 60 rather than 144, and it's not nearly as bright to me. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to... There. So this is kind of like that other tunnel we were in, except there are these blacked out crazy people. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Why am I saying that? Because it means there's multiple paths to go. And no. What is this? Can't tell. Looking through this peephole, I can't really tell. But we've got a bunch of poor people. Okay, so it doesn't go that far that way. That door is probably going to be something we open later. For a quest. What you want to bet? What you want to bet? So this was the stairs that we were on. I don't know if you can call this living. All these people down here. Alright. Down further into this pit of despair. So far I'm not seeing any evidence of loot. Oh, I see it in the distance. Alright. Oh boy. Now we really are going in multiple directions. Alright, I'm going to try to loot. Alright, what have you got in here? Alright, we'll go this way. Sorry, gotta take your stuff. Gotta clean the place out. Not that you would have noticed, but this is pretty gruesome. This is this person's hidey hole. Not sure where they sleep. Okay. All right. I think, yeah, I was gonna say, I remember that bed. There's a lot of people around, not a lot of beds. It's not like some of those encampments we've busted up, where they had sleeping areas for pretty much everyone. Not 100% of the time, but a lot of the time. Alright. Those stairs are busted going down that way. Don't fancy going down there. But we could have gotten back up from here. Okay. Is there loot down here? That is a good question. La-di-da-di-da. Are you hiding loot here? 'Cause if you are, I'm gonna take it. Man. So I assume they're repairing the pipe, but you know, there's okay. So there's one of those doors, like the other on the other side was sealed. So, and there's another one. So we've only gotten 4 pieces of scrap so far. Can't go any further that way.
Down here.
Enter the underbelly. Okay, so I guess there. History relic. No idea what that is. The sculpture captures the essence of the postmodern socio-political strata, as well as the inner landscape of the urban outsider. It speaks lengths of our need for comfort in an increasingly hostile world, as well as offering a blistering lecture on our need for humility.
Oh, it's a world of critics. I wonder how I would be judged today.
Any loot? None? Okay. Just checking.
Oh, maybe I can go through here.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. Fortunately, we're slender enough to do just that. Man. Poor kid. Yeah, it's a video game, but still. From an immersion role-playing perspective, yeah, it's kind of jacked up. Okay. That goes into a T intersection of a tunnel. Did I miss? Oh, that's what I was looking at. It was probably that back there. And I think. Well, okay, no. No. Okay, this is a weird thing. They've got this little box thing constructed, but yet it's closed off. Weird. Weird. God grief. I feel like I'm missing something. But then again, I may come back through here. Alright, we'll just go forward for now. I feel like Coxhorn when I say that. Well, that looks scary. This looks like a dead end. And it is. Alright, so we got flames up ahead.
Stay out of the flames.
Yeah, I was
Way to turn this off.
planning on staying out of the flames. Well, I just found how to turn it off. Okay. Not sure what the purpose of that was. See, when you do something like this, there should be a purpose in a game. This is just, like I said, this is a minor complaint. I have so much fun playing this game, it's not even funny. I mean, I really enjoy it. But at the same time, you know, like, well, I love the fact that a lot of these dungeons are, in fact, you know, very unique and all that stuff. Fact of the matter is, there should be, you know, a kind of a reason for, you know, there being flame thing here beyond game. Beyond, well, it's not really a puzzle, but, you know, enter the bowels. Nice. Alright, doesn't look like there's a lot of people down here. Doesn't look like there's any. So maybe there is. There may be. I mean, if there's no people here, maybe it's to, maybe it was a defense thing to keep weirdos out. And by weirdos, I mean, you know, I hear some grunting and groaning right now. Wait. Alright. That's where I need to go. I'm going to use the marker as a way. Oh, well, never mind. Alright, that was as far as we could go. I don't know what the groaning is, where it's coming from, but... Alright, so I was thinking maybe, like, this tunnel was going to go on through and maybe we'd find some, you know, enemies or something. And, you know, they'd put these flame things up to keep those bozos out, but doesn't look like the case. Man, I missed my old monitor. Must be a stench because it looks like he's about to...
Toxic gas.
Am I dying? The gas here is so deadly, so Max needs to open all of the gas valves. Well, let me get this first. All right. Come on, seriously. You know, sometimes the controls of this thing are just like stupid. Alright. That's a dead end. Alright, so we are slowly dying. We have 3 paths. Nice. Alright, alright. Man, it's hard to see down here. You know what? Hold on a second. Alright.
It must be this way.
I need to clean my monitor. That's another thing I need to do, this older one.
These valves have been closed on purpose. Someone wanted to stop the flow of gas.
Great day in the morning. Alright. I cleaned my monitor off. So I can actually see a little better. And there was some glare from the lamp I have on the desk. When it was just my when it was just like my number 2 monitor, it wasn't that big a deal. I was just using it for stuff not needing to see in the dark. Still dying? Yes, I am. What kind of sucks, I'm like totally lost. No idea where I'm at because I'm just running trying to get to whatever.
That should do it.
Exit this wacky place. Alright, so. Well, I would, but we've got 3 more pieces of loot and 1 more history relic to find. Okay, that's not going to go any further. Not gonna lie, that gave me a little bit of a start. Alright, that's the exit. It'd be funny if it lets you turn them back on. Hey, I'm gonna kill myself again. These toxic gases. Toxic gases. Alright. So see, the problem is I don't remember where I went. Frack me, I know I didn't go. Well, may have done. Ah, Smeg, this sucks. Without a map, this really sucks. Alright. Does this just go in a circle to where I've already been? Probably. Bloody heck! Oh, this totally sucks. This place blows. Alright, so I went over there this last time. Let's go around this way this time and nothing. There may not even be any more loot down here, but because it was the whole the underbelly as a whole. We did find a couple pieces down here, but maybe one of those where you're like, I don't need the loot, but I want the 100% completion. Is it really worth it? I mean, for all I know, the missing loot is in some other upper area. This is like boring. And without a map. I mean, it's just way too easy to get, you know, lost. Alright. I want to see something. Alright, so this is the tunnel. We're coming out. Now, one of the things that I read online is that, remember there was that one door we couldn't go in? So, and it's part of the underbelly. Yeah. There's part of the main storyline is that.
Finally.
Yeah, fine. Wasteland mission complete. Where there is smoke. I nearly died in there, but the gas is now flowing. Do the pipes fueling Deep Friah's pilot light and resume his sermons. New Thunderpoon upgrade available. Deep Friah has a new Wasteland mission available. Well now, well now. Let us go to the garage. And the Thunderpoon, actually, I think, oh no, there it is. It's now unlocked. Yes, sir. Thunderpoon of all. Well, it better make some people like Lee and all. So we need to go back to Deep Friah. I want to go and do his mission. Nice thing is when you fast travel in this, you don't have to be in the car. Of course, the downside to that is if you're in another vehicle that's not your real one you're trying to bring back. Well, yeah, you lose it. You have to go back to where it was. So, all right. Well, let's see what Smeghead wants now. Now that he's got his flames back.
This apocalypse, my most trusted acolyte has deviated.
Speak straight.
My architect, my greatest follower. He orchestrated for the gas to be turned off to steal the pilot light. Under my nose, he took the sacred artifact. And by the flame, he did forsake the true path and stole away many of my wildfire flock.
Deserters.
Traitors. Heretics. I need that pilot light back. I will give you whatever I can if you help.
Where are they?
See, written in our revered script. It calls for all stragglers wishing to save themselves from the damnation of Deep Friah to follow him.
Porchimal, the architect, turned off the gas in order to safely reach and steal the pilot light beacon. Reclaim the beacon for Deep Friah. Unlock The blowtorch's side burner upgrade. Something I really never used. Never saw a need for it. Alright. How are things going, Chumster? Big part of me wants to just do all this stuff. Wait a second, read the sign. Oops. Did I forget to do something? I think I did. Alright. You are not what I wanted. You are. Torch 'em all. Read the sign. The revered script seems to hold information about how to locate the architect. Well, now.
Pilgrims of the dark
Well, now.
wastes. Come, shelter with us in the light of the flame.
Meaning?
Darkest hour must be when the sun sleeps in the ground and blackness reigns. By sacred sand, he means the burning mound. I'm sure of it.
Which is where?
I see you have a map. I can read these symbols. Let me mark it.
Nighttime. Burning mound. Look for a light. I'll see what I can do.
Reach the burning mound and scout the area. Okay, now we can leave. Well, after the cutscene is officially over, I guess. Okay.
If you come true to the flame, you will be protected.
Alright, not sure what's going on.
Yeah, he's in the Crowdazzle crypt. Good man.
Okay, this is very bizarre. Uh-huh. So over here, where it, well, I don't think, oh, we can fast travel. Well, that's one way to break out of whatever weirdness was going on there. But we're not doing a race. So you guys can kiss my sweet patootie. Alright, now probably say, hey, you need to come at night. Maybe. Object is only available during the night. Let's see. Well now, well now. This. No! Well, that's what I expected. But, let's come back. And it's not. Oh my goodness, it has been a good 15 minutes or so. Still not night. There's no way to advance to night. That is a weakness in this game. That's definitely a huge negative. Probably the biggest negative in this game is that you can't advance to night. And you have to kind of just, you either sit here and wait, or I don't know what people do. Some people were talking about, well, they did other stuff, but you know, I've done everything, so there literally is nothing else for me to do. Kind of sucks. We may try fast traveling somewhere and coming back and see what happens. Let's check that out. Sun sets in the west. There's the sun. We're still waiting. I actually even drove out to another race car track just to guy had not visited it, and once you visit it, it becomes a fast travel point, even if you don't participate in a race. Yeah, it just takes forever and a day. This game really needs a skip option to go to night, or a wait option. But, you know, alas, it doesn't have that. So, back to the waiting. You know, I'm just realizing, the only time you ever hear music is at the racetrack deal, and it's always the same song, but I don't know where it comes from. Never really checked around, but it is kind of interesting. Meanwhile, the sun continues its creepy crawly down toward the horizon. You know, there's a lot of other games I've played where the sun sets way faster than this. And you're like, the day ran out too fast. Not Mad Max. Oh no. The day goes on. I just never noticed it before. Mainly because, you know, hey, you're playing during the day, but it just happens to be at night. You've been going and playing forever and a day. Well, you know, what did it matter? Anyway, back to waiting. Oh man, it feels like the sun is setting in real time. And it just finally starts to disappear behind the mountain there. You still have sunlight out over the horizon. And there it comes, the mighty duster. Oh, this is terrible. I swear. It is like, seriously. I mean, granted, you don't get hardly any night missions. There's one more, apparently. I hope we don't get a storm. It's noticing, I think there's a difference between dust and there is some stuff that looks like steam half the time. Oh man, I'm betting. I am betting that even though the sun is behind the mountain, it's gonna be like one of those Minecraft things that just because you can't see it touching the horizon, and because I do see the sun out that way. Ah, it's tedious, not gonna lie. Worst part of this game is the waiting till night deal. Alright, so alright, well, I guess we gotta wait till the last vestiges of the sun go down in apparent real time. Oh, man. Yes. Alright. Back to waiting. Although I don't think we're going to have to wait much longer, but still, it could be like another 5 minutes. Alright, my headlights just came on. It's still, you look at that cliff, there's still sun clinging, and I haven't seen a light flare up over there. Oh, this is like, it's like, I get that you didn't do hardly any night missions, but man, there should have been a deal to do that. Uh-oh. No, they're going around. Okay. I can see a little trio of cars. But they weren't coming up this way. So. Yeah, I see an extra flame possibly coming from Gastown. Good grief, it could be like another bloody 5 minutes. this is like insanely stupid. If you look out there, I mean, it's still evening. There's still, you know, a lot of sunlight in the sky. Any other game, this would have been night already. But man, yeah, if you're gonna make us wait this long, you gotta give us a way to fast forward time. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. It's like boring. Been yammering because I'm expecting something to happen like any moment now. I'm sure if I put it on pause. See, I don't want to edit the video after the fact. I just want to upload. Oh, this is terrible. And this steam or whatever it is doesn't act like sand to me. It acts like steam that's releasing and immediately getting vaporized. Hey, the sun just won't set.
Yeah, behold, the roadkill enter the fray.
Thought you were gonna say, "Oh, look, it's the mighty duster." Whoa! Forgot there was a guardrail there. I don't think the mighty duster is gonna come over the thingy here. Pretty sure we're gonna get it's not night yet. There's lots and lots of sunlight. The sun doesn't go down for another hour.
The darkest hours.
This objective is only available during the night. Of course. Because, you know, we're never gonna let it go into night.
What a blast!
Oh, it's annoying. Where are you? There you are. Alright, back to waiting. Might be another 50 years.
We ready for another night of terror?
Alright, I assume that's the signal that it is finally night. That's usually when the chumpster complains about being out in the dark. I expected like some kind of fire to go up over there. This fire is when one of those convoy, little mini convoy things came through and they started honking their horn, so I blew up the lead guy and then the other two went, okay. Let's see, there's still vestiges. Only in the darkest hour. So I assume that means it's still too light. Oh, this is so frustrating. Well, smeg. Alright, we'll give it a little bit more time. Alright, it only took forever today. I actually fast traveled to Jeet's place and back. Just to
Don't
try
stray.
to kill enough
Yes,
time.
I will protect your saint. But don't be long, please.
The Burning Mound. I was expecting this thing to really catch fire, but it hasn't done so yet. On a hilltop in the dead barren mountains lies the burning mound. So named for the weird assembly of small fires glowing among the red pebbles and rocks, whether some natural phenomenon or buried gas leakage ignited in the days of the fall, no one knows, is revered as a holy place by the fire-worshipping parish of Deep Friah. Alright. What do you want me to look at? Okay. What was I supposed to do here? Reach the burning mountain and scout the area. Oh, wait.
That's got to be it.
Okay, that's where the fire's at. Alright. Drive to Architect's Camp. Good gravy. I was expecting this to catch on fire because, you know, the name, but no. Alright, where do we need to go? Up this way. Take the road because that looks like it's in a weird place. Sometimes on these suggested paths you can ignore them, but this one, I'm guessing not so much.
This is it.
This place chills me to the bone. Unholy and profane.
Oh, there's just want to see if he's got looting on him. I don't need any, but, you know. Actually, can my new Thunderpoon do anything with these things? No. Of course not. Wait a second. I doubt there's any loot up there. I don't really need it. It's not flagging like there is, so don't worry about it. Yeah, it just looks like they got some kind of whatever you call it, the little bowl thing that you light with fire. I bet if we had the V6, it would be a V8. It'd be a lot easier going up this thing. Oops. Not him. That does look like there's a bit of scrap up there, but it could be unmarked scrap, but it may not be anything though. Oh no, it's just another fire thing. No scrap.
Stay here. I'll go on my foot.
Actually, I'm gonna keep driving forward. Hey, I'm not above spamming this stuff. I wanted to pick up the other two. There we go. No, no. Did briefly, there we go. Fine. Now maybe they won't, nope, still wanting the...
Keep the car safe.
All right.
Outsider! Outsider coming!
Yep, outsider is coming. He's gonna take all your stuff. Oh, so I've already looted this place. Don't need to look for scrap, just need to look for the fools that came in. meant to hit me. Alright, I'm overwhelmed. I can't get around. There we go. Alright, this isn't good. Smag. Storm. Frack me, seriously? Great day, a storm happened while we're in here. Oh, bloody heck. This sucks. This sucks. This fight sucks. Oh, great. Got a bunch more minions just showed up. You can barely see. was trying to get a shot off, and this really sucks. Okay, let's press an E, and the little bastard didn't. The other thing about this game is it kind of sucks.
Take your rotting corpse for myself!
Dadgummit! I'm gonna frickin' die here because.
Just say! You'll be mine forever now.
Alright, the game is just cheating now. It's not even letting me throw a punch.
That was great.
Think people still believe in heroes.
I have no water. No, because it just wouldn't let me, the bloody thing wouldn't let me do jack.
I'm burned out of this one, but I'm ready to lose.
Oh, it's finally!
Time. Here it is. Time to see the flies.
Can't hear it because of all the noise. Let's turn off some of these things. Oh my goodness, that was the worst fight ever. That's a double ditty. Just because the game cheated? Threw a storm on me? Ugh. Alright, now what do I gotta do? I gotta click loot. There's lots and lots of loot here. I mean, we are literally on on our last breath. The architect is dead, and the pilot light is found. Maybe Deep Friah can once again become part of Scrotus's demise. Alright. This place was already... Oh, you know... I don't remember what was here before. I don't know what those noises are for. Alright, there is scrap. There's no water anywhere. Bloody heck. Ooh, doggy. Alright, let's go get that piece of scrap. Yep, we get to drive in Ooh, there's two over here. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't need to scrap it all, but
Stay.
just can't
Grab the
resist
car.
the loot. The loot that goes all the way down the hill. I may need the car. There should have been 3 pieces, so I don't know where the third one went. Yeah, I think. So I should have done with the other one, but oh well. Alright, I saw 3 pieces go out. One again flew off. Who knows? Oh, that one. Okay. Alright, so that's probably what happened over here. There's probably some loot somewhere that went through the ground. But we're going to go back over here. We're going to get healed up. Oh, man. Full health, full canteen.
Our pilot light is restored.
Alright.
Say that. Yeah, I'm telling you. He did good in the Death Run circuit. And Crowdazzle's all calling about it.
Our beacon is returned.
He's talking, but he ain't saying nothing. Kind of a shame. I wish the game had, you know, where you could just initiate a conversation without the need for there to be an actual purpose. All right, so if we look, Wasteland missions. Okay, so this is all done. But the game suddenly popped up this. Alright, so we will go and see what...
Hard land, scarecrows, long shreds, buried thunder, enemies, all enemies of the magnum opus.
I bet you this is since it's nighttime. I'm betting we get some kind of mission about
It's a blast,
scarecrows.
it's a shooter.
Well, didn't mean to go into my kitty muck. You got worried about the shooter.
Sludge. It seems to want to swallow her beautiful rubber.
There's the road. Alright, we're back on track now. Like I said, that sniper is another one that just, you know, always respawns, so there's no reason to take him out because he'll just come right back. And then just be careful not to kill him. Or her.
Blessings, stranger. May the flame warn in life and scorch in death. We of the Wildfire seek a champion. It's spoken that to let the true fire burn bright, the valves of this accursed town must be turned by an outsider, a blessed heathen. Are you the one I ask again? Are you him who will let all gas flow to the Deep Friah?
Legendary encounter a Griffa Token. But I've already maxed out all this. Open the valves indicated on the map to reroute gas to Deep Friah. We've already done this. Oh, this is not even... Okay, interesting.
But my calling, my visions, my early attempt at creating the magnum opus, it made them turn on me. Tried to kill Chum. As I was thrown from the wall, I thought I was to die. But the angel combustion saw fit to save my life.
The only reason I'm taking care of him is because they've got, whatchamacallit, sticks. Oh, well, this whole deal. Just throw rock. Well, I said that, but, you know, this is actually a new location.
Don't leave us here! We'll all be scrapified!
You want to pink eyes jockeys? We'll smoke you all out of the Barrens.
Alright. How dost I get up? Probably on the other end. Only one car?
You can die now.
So this is someplace else that I may have looted before. Yeah, I remember looting this place. They're just repurposing it. And there's no additional loot to be had, so. To be honest, these fools not really that interested. All right.
There it is, Rams!
Never mind, he's gonna be stupid.
One more down!
See, I don't need to scrap, so not really that worried about taking
Long
these guns.
shots stalk this region, Saint. Be on guard.
Yeah, let's see.
Car!
I didn't need to do that now that I realize it. Could have just done the harpoon. Great. I mean, you know, you dumbos just are too stupid to live, so fine, die. Beep, beep, beep. We're gonna get him. Oh no, he's got missiles. How about that? Yeah, you could give up. But of course that would be too easy.
You're the one rodents want.
Maybe.
Ready for you.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
It's you. I can take you. Smodus will reward me. Or I'll kill you! Careful! I'll bless the dog who got Smodus!
He's got a shotgun, but we're still gonna come after him. Oh, okay. Alright. I lost my way. Are you joking me? Well, I'm gonna die. I'm being stupid. Well, maybe not. Saw a rat running around. Alright, I hear a rat. There we go. Lunch! Not enough, though. Alright, let's wash that rat down with some quota. So we got a refill behind me. Alright, that was it.
Need water.
You do need water. Fortunately, this one's full. And then we'll top off our canteen. Wait, there was food on the ground? So I'm not gonna go and explore the rest of the area because there's really no need, because I've already looted this. Yeah, this was part of another quest. So.
The rulers here, they frown upon the righteous and sacred. They throw heart-pure acolytes like bucket from the city walls. It's a triple collector. Water, saint, water!
Yeah, I got water. I thought I had to turn for some reason. When it was just a curve in the road. Yeah, it's amazing how they can throw rocks when you're in the car and hit you. It's hitting the car, but no.
Shoot the tires! Shoot the tires! Jumbo jollifications!
Work smarter, not harder. Now see, I hit E there as soon as it said. Alright, this time it let me do it. Alright. I gotta go up.
Company! Marine attack! Help me!
Seriously. Don't drop the weapon. Oh, this is annoying. This is annoying. Well, we got rat, so. So we're back to full health. Health is full.
What's that? Stranger inside!
I lost my weapon. I don't know how he lost the Fury deal, but whatever. Up, Miss Tessmacher, up. Alright, we're getting close. Nope, it's not gonna let me just go off the edge, is it? Of course not. Of course not. But the nice thing is I don't have to explore the whole thing because I've already cleared it before, so. Yeah, don't need any fresh water because we are already full up. Dawn is breaking. Funny how fast dawn comes. Alright, so we got 2 more of these suckers to get.
He's got us in his sights!
Come closer! Let me get my hands on you! Someone here! Here we go!
Yeah, they have amazing accuracy. Yeah. Okay. The old snipers should have like a sniper show. We are down 1. We got 2, 3. Wow. Okay. I only fired once, so I'm not. But I'll take the extra. To be sure. Yeah, that's. Oh, I wonder if they kept repopulating because this is one of the ones where they kept repopulating. I wonder if it's because of this mission, but the mission didn't show up until just like a little bit ago. So at least I don't remember it. I guess we'll know next time we come through here if the sniper appears again. It's just either scripted that way or a bug. Okay. Ouch. Yep. Our stones easily get... I get there's no windshield, but still. I call BS sometimes on this stuff.
Lie low here.
Aye, aye! I will defend her with my life!
Oh, we got a lot of fools here.
We got company!
Well, that was a swing and a miss. The heck?
Rush that baby!
How you like me now? No, seriously, how you like me now? Level 109. I think it said it was supposed to give me some sort of points or something, but, you know, I maxed those out a long time ago. I mean, I really did. Alright, well, let's see. We got the main dance with death. Is that a fast travel location? It is. Downside is I'm not getting any resupplies going here first, but that's alright. This is where, because I don't think we have, yeah, everyone else has done all the wasteland missions. And oh, okay. I still have to perform an epic jump. I've seen a couple of those, but yeah, we can do that anytime. Not gonna exactly worry about it now. In the meantime, like, subscribe, and all that other stuff. See you in the next video.